Ni hao! I'm Noah from Techno Buffalo. To all of our Chinese-speaking friends out there, I hope I didn't mangle that too badly. What is going on, everybody? This video is going to serve two purposes. One, it's a review of this here TV set. Two, it's kicking off my series on connected TV, the future of TV watching. What is TV? Stuff. So a lot of the Netflix apps for set-top boxes, you can't search and pick new content. You have to manage your queue somewhere else. But the app here on the Vizio set actually lets you go through and pick new stuff to watch, which is really pretty cool. So if I wanted to watch, let's say, The Office, which I'm not even, this might actually be in my queue, although we already watched, whoops, I hit the button twice in a row. Oh well. Can we go back one? Let's go back one. Well, it's retrieving, so may as well just let it play. So I'll turn up the sound. Okay, there we go. So this is not on my instant queue right now because we've already seen the whole BBC show. But you can just go through and add things right to your queue, which is very cool, I think. And you can go through and pick which episode you want to watch. And again, not all the Netflix apps let you do that. So +1 thumbs up for Vizio on this functionality. Now, the problem that I've had with the Netflix app is that it's not on all of the content, but on some of the content, there have been lip sync issues. I've had lip sync issues watching shows via Netflix streaming on this TV, and then I'll go and watch the exact same show or the exact same movie on my TiVo HD box over Netflix streaming and not have the lip sync issues on the TiVo. So I'm not quite sure what the deal is, but sometimes it happens on here, sometimes it doesn't. There's one, we've been watching Veronica Mars, which, look man, some of the teen shows I like. Veronica Mars, not the best show ever, but it's addicting. And that's just been consistent. All the episodes, no matter how many times I start and stop, there have been problems with that.
Obviously.
Yeah, you can see.
It's always a good laugh.
Ricky Gervais is, yeah, his mouth and his voice are a little off sync, and it's not just because of the clown nose. Definitely some issues going on with the lip sync here. Which is too bad because the rest of the functionality is really nice. The scanning forward and back works very well, 3 speeds, the remote's responsive, the retrieval time generally pretty good. You know, again, my network about 15 megabits per second down. Now the lip sync looks to be a little bit better. So, and the app, very, very nice. So that's one of the things with Netflix. You know, the app itself, great. The UI, terrific. I've had some issues, though, with lip syncing being a little bit off. TV Guide, I mentioned. You've got Amazon Video on Demand. You get a $5 free credit when you link up your TV with your account. And Amazon Video on Demand, we're not going to go too in-depth on what they offer and don't offer. But one thing to mention about Netflix, you do not get, it's not free with the set. The app is free, but you have to have a Netflix account that supports streaming media. If you know, the watch instantly function, if you want to use it on this set, that you have to pay for separately. $8 enough, I believe, is what it costs. Here's the Amazon Video on Demand. Let's go HD movie rental, see if we can watch a little preview here. So, I don't know, Salt, can I... What's going on here? Today's top offers. Hit the button. Can I watch the preview? Yeah, watch the preview. So, $5 for an HD 24-hour rental. SD is $4. Buy the movie for $15. Watch the trail HD 5.1. The TV will do 5.1 surround sounds pass through. It's got an optical audio port in the back if you want to do that. So some of the streaming services support it, some don't. Obviously with Amazon, the HD videos look like they do, or at least some of them. So here you can see I've got a full connection. The quality's good. You know, the quality looks solid. For streaming media, it was pretty quick to come through. Again, it's going to depend on the speed of your home network and your internet connection. So, pretty good stuff. The other app that I found really interesting is the Vudu app. I'm kind of new to using Vudu, but so far from what I've seen, really good, really compelling service. Again, you know, it's video on demand. They offer full 1080p video streaming video. It'll do it on this set, but the 1080p is kind of, a little bit lost on a screen this big. So I think, if you've got a larger setup, a whole home theater setup, the 1080p, they call it HDX. Very interesting. Let's see. We'll do, let's do the same movie. Why not? Compare apples to apples, as they say. We'll watch the trailer, free preview. So it's actually not a trailer. So again, $5 HD, $4 in SD, $15 to own, but then the HDX, the full 1080p, is $6. One of the nice things about Vudu is they pull in the Rotten Tomatoes rating as well as their own community rating, which is cool, and you get a $5.99 account credit came with the TV, which is also kind of nice. Not a reason to buy a TV set, but, kind of nice. So I actually did this before. I don't know why it's saying the first time, but I did have enough bandwidth for the HDX. So let's watch 2 minutes of the movie and see what happens. So this is downloading the full, or streaming I should say, the full 1080p experience. Color looks good. Image quality is pretty good. A little bit of pixelation up real close. It's a compressed 1080p, So this isn't a trailer, this is actually a 2-minute preview of the movie. Oh, see, I went past the 2-minute mark, so it's not going to let me. Alright, so there you go, kind of a quick look. But the Vudu app, very nice, and we can hit similar, and it gives me, a lot of options for other movies I can buy or rent. Julian Poe, I've never heard of Julian Poe. Mysterious Wanderer, oh, Christian Slater, interesting. On some of the other apps, the web videos is a little bit limited. It's a little. There's no YouTube app, which is the one big thing missing here. You've got it's got like Rev3. It's got some of the networks like Showtime, but there are no Showtime shows. It's just just kind of behind the scenes stuff and trailers and that kind of thing. Fox, WB, similar kind of stuff. A lot of online video. You've got Vimeo, you've got Rev3. I went through this before. I didn't watch that much because there wasn't all that much that was compelling. Howcast. So this is really kind of more hit or miss. I don't think it's a reason to get this set, but if you watch, a lot of web TV, then you might find some stuff in there of interest to you. And then the Yahoo Widgets framework will also potentially open up to other I don't want to say hacking the TV set, but possibly some other avenues for getting online content. Via Media will let you play things through the USB port. It's got the Blockbuster app now. It's got Hulu Plus, and so there you go. One other thing I wanted to show. Oh, and then it's got the Twitter app, which again, for reading your stream is one thing. For I don't even know if I signed into the Twitter app. Yeah, I did. Okay. So here, no, I didn't. So here's the public timeline. So you can read tweets, but I can't imagine that you're really going to want to do a lot of updating your stream, punching through the virtual keyboard, with the remote. So again, you're going to have to punch through everything. And then we'll look real quick at Hulu Plus. Again, this is more content that you're going to have to pay to actually watch the content, but having the app on the device, built in, is definitely pretty nice. So here we go. We're going to hit no. You got a referral code, but it doesn't really help. You get a free 1-week trial, and we'll hit Family Guy. We'll just watch a little bit of this just to show the UI and the process here. Of course, you get ads, so you're paying $8 a month, and you have to watch ads, which, it is what it is. I'm not a big fan of that.
I'm sorry, this is expired.
You son of a...
So I've only got SD options on this clip. But anyway, there you go. So overall, my experience with the set, I think the software they've got going here is really nice. Again, the lip sync issues with Netflix, I found to be a big pain because of the 3 things I really wanted to watch. There were lip sync issues on 2 of them. One of them I just watched anyway because, like I said, I was sick in bed, and so I watched the characters' eyes instead of their mouths when they were talking, and that made it bearable. The other one, I was able to watch it fine. So it's on some content, not others. But the UI for Netflix is awesome. It's one of the best Netflix streaming experiences that I've ever used off of a computer. The other functionality looks great. Hulu Plus is new to the new update. Vudu, I think, is a very cool service. The 1080p, again, is a little bit lost on a set this size for streaming media and that kind of thing. The flip side of the 1080p is that you can use this as a computer monitor with pretty good resolution. So if you're in a dorm room or a bedroom or an office or something like that, you can kind of have the dual functionality, which is cool. Then again, if you're using this as a computer monitor, do you really need the apps baked in? Because you could just run them off your computer. So, it is what it is. I guess you could if you're using the computer up close, but then, you have a couch or your bed or something and you want to like kick back and just use the remote to watch video content. So there you go. All in all, with the set, I think for $200, the speakers are a big issue. Otherwise, picture quality is really quite good. It performed well with sports, watching other stuff, just those issues with the streaming. But off sale, more like $270, $300 for a 22-inch set. That's kind of small. The set it replaced in here was actually 23 inches, and I noticed the difference. So, and that set also had better speakers. So, I don't know, for that much money, you could look into getting an LCD set that maybe wasn't 1080p, didn't have the apps built in, for under $200, and then you could get a separate box with it. I don't know. The convenience is nice, though. If you can find it for $200, just be aware of that Netflix lip syncing issue, because that's kind of annoying if you watch a lot of Netflix like I do. There you go. It's the Vizio Razr Series 22-inch LCD LED Edge backlit 1080p TV set with the VIA built-in internet apps. Overall, it's a reserved thumbs up with some issues like I just described getting a thumbs down. And it's also the beginning of Techno Buffalo's series on the future of TV. All the different ways you can watch TV at home, on the go, over the internet, etc., etc. Much, much more here on the channel on YouTube. YouTube.com/JohnForLakers, because the way YouTube does partner accounts, you couldn't switch the name. And on the site, of course, TechnoBuffalo.com. My name is Noah. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.